So we've all heard that whole spiel about treating a woman like she's the prize, right? Well, I'm flipping the script on you. I'm saying think like a woman, but act like a man. It's time to embrace that prize mindset. Now let me guide you through this. First things first, you've got to be a bit of a mental challenge. Don't lay all your cards on the table. That's a rookie move. Overcompensating? That's just a one-way ticket to losing a woman's respect. You can't show your best cards and not expect someone to take advantage. Why? Because in a new relationship, the bond is as shallow as it gets. So here's the deal. I feel like a common mistake we make is putting all our focus on just one person, and honestly, that's a recipe for disaster. You set yourself up for failure when you do that. To keep things interesting, you've got to stay a bit of a challenge, you know? Don't let your emotions take the wheel all the time. I get it. You really want to see that person, maybe chat with them all day. But here's the thing. Women can sense when you're reacting emotionally. It's like handing them the control, and we don't want that, right? Give it a like if you're with me on this. Now let's be real. Easier said than done, especially as you get older. It's like inevitably you develop this mindset. If you're tired of the same old situations happening over and over, you eventually get to a point where you just know better. Now check it out. If I let my emotions take over and start bombarding her with messages all day, wondering where she's at, sure, I can think about her all day if I want to, but here's the thing. Don't show it. Never be afraid to lose any girl. That's crucial in really getting that you're the prize. Let me drop some truth, and I've told my buddies this, and they're on board. As a man, you should have the choice. You get to decide who you want to be with from those who want to be with you. Make them see you as the prize. It's a game changer, my friend. Let's clear this up. Being super honest and oversharing, thinking you're avoiding games, doesn't guarantee you a relationship. And while we're on it, just gotta throw out a disclaimer. Everything I talk about in this video, future ones, or even the past ones, it's all based on circumstances. My word isn't gospel, it's just my perspective, you know? So feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments. What's your perspective on this? Now let's talk real talk. You're the prize, got it? When a girl comes at you, pay attention. Ever notice how at the start of a relationship, you're not giving the girl much thought and suddenly he's all in? But the moment you show even a bit of interest back, it's like you're the one doing the chasing. Crazy, right? Trust me, you're not alone in feeling that way. But here's the deal, it's just how the game goes. When you're putting in all this effort without them working for it, they start to devalue it. And let me tell you, most girls will think you're either desperate or just acting the same way with everyone. It doesn't feel special to them. That's the game for you. Let's break it down. If she's got an issue with your standards, what it takes to get you, and your confidence, well, that's her problem, not yours. Don't be afraid to lose any girl. You've got to realize, this person isn't really putting much thought into how their actions directly affect you. So don't take it personally. It's better to keep your options open and have a variety. If one girl slips away, who even cares? I'm a quality king anyway. It's not gonna bother me. Okay, let's fight with this. Be choosy with your time. I'm not always around when you call. Be selective with your time. Don't always go all in begging her to be yours. Keep it simple. Sometimes you're available, sometimes you're not. That shows you've got your own life, as you should. It keeps things interesting. What this really hammers home is that she doesn't have a hold on you. You're not about to be out here delivering yourself to her at 2 a.m. like Uber Eats. We're done with that, right? Let's break this down. Remember, too much familiarity breeds contempt, and being predictable just leads to boredom. That's why sometimes girls just vanish into thin air. Sure, there are instances, a whole bunch of them actually, where things get confusing. We're left wondering why the heck something happened that makes absolutely no sense. We end up obsessing over answers we don't have when truthfully she's just acting in her own best interest. There's always a reason. It might feel random to you, but it's not to her. She could have found someone else, maybe even got back with an ex. You never really know, so try not to take it too personally. Look, there are tons of things you can actually do with your life. You don't have to fake being busy. Sometimes the message gets a bit lost when you hear people saying not to be available all the time. We tend to shapeshift our schedules because we really want to hang out with someone. I get it, it's tough. This is where the real work kicks in. You've got to master controlling your emotions and how you feel. Because I promise you, you're not going to come out on top if you don't. Let me rephrase. You won't figuratively win that way. If you want to snag that relationship, you can't always be available. You don't want to lose that mystery. The more time you spend with someone, the bond grows sure, but that mystery starts to fade. Spending too much time, getting to know them inside and out, well, it's like the mystery dies down because you're uncovering everything about them. And sure, you can learn a lot about someone, but you can't learn it all in a short period. Let's get real here. Understand that people only show you the sides they want you to see. In the early stages of a relationship, everything seems flawless. But here's the deal, we often give credit to fish for swimming. So she might be good looking or every guy around might have their eyes on her, but don't go giving the fish credit for swimming. Let's just leave that nugget right there. Now let's break it down. Embrace the uncertainty. What do I mean by that? Who cares if she calls? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who cares if she calls or even if she schedules a day and doesn't follow through? Let people do what they want to do so you can see what they'd rather do, especially if it's a new dynamic. Seriously, as men, we're multitaskers. We can handle so many different things. We're strong, amazing, and then a girl comes into our lives and suddenly we forget how to behave. We start eliminating all our passions, setting everything aside for this one person who more often than not hasn't earned the right. Honestly, nobody reserves the right for you to surrender your entire life to them. It's like the right person that comes along should actually encourage you to maintain your independence and individuality. Keep doing your thing. Let's talk real. You're not overly concerned with where this relationship is heading. Yeah, I actually said that. You're not necessarily losing sleep over it because naturally as men we tend to overthink. How's this person going to fit into my life? Am I wasting my time? Especially in 2024, ain't nobody got time to waste. We've got this habit of planning our lives around people who aren't even sure if they'll call us back the next day. I'm sorry, but that's the reality check. Believe me when I say, if there's a destination, you'll know it. If this relationship is going somewhere, trust me, you'll know. Girls don't keep the guy of their dreams guessing. It's as straightforward as that. Let's keep it real. That's why we see so many girls wasting a man's time for years or months. And then she jumps right to the next guy, doing all the fabulous things in a much shorter time span. She knew what she wanted, how she wanted the relationship to be, where it's heading. Here's the deal. Be in your own world. Enjoy it. Let her figure out where you are when you'll pick up the phone. And watch out for those temperamental woman babies. Yeah, the ones who ghost you because you didn't answer their call, and now they want to act all mad. Stop with the tantrums. It's just a data point. Who cares? Don't let that person's reaction manipulate you into chasing her to prove something. We're adults here. Basic human psychology. If I'm not picking up your call, it's not because I'm scared. It's an intuitive feeling that maybe, just maybe, I have a life of my own. Instead of understanding that some folks go all weird, trying to ghost and prove a point. Well, I don't fall for that. Please don't fall for that either. Let's break it down. When you've just met someone, it's not normal to go all haywire if you didn't hear from them for the day or they didn't check in. Seriously, it's not normal. Let her do whatever she wants to do. Don't start generating behavior expectations so soon. Just log the data mentally. Now, that's not to say don't pay attention to the stuff they're doing. Balance, people. Sometimes I feel like I have to defend the other side because some folks take things so literally. Don't have these crazy expectations like, oh my God, why didn't you call me back? I literally don't understand. She was hitting me up all day yesterday, and today she's not. Is it because I took 3 hours to answer because I was at work? Is it because I actually have stuff to do? No, it's not, my friend. You can't run away from someone who genuinely wants you. I mean, how many times have we not liked a girl, ignored her DMs, left her on red, and she still messages you? It didn't deter her. You can't deter someone who genuinely wants to be with you. Stop overcompensating. Doing too much is just doing too much. Like I said, a girl has to earn your devotion, earn your commitment. It's not about us earning their commitment. No, she has to earn our commitment. Plain and simple. Let's reframe that now in 2024. You're going to earn my commitment. I'm no longer concerned with proving whether or not I'm worthy of being with you. No, you're going to show me that you're worthy of being with me. That's what's going to happen here. I mean, it's practically human nature for men. I'm just saying. She has to earn your time. She has to earn your affection. So you cannot sustain interest by doing the most. The peak was reached. There's nothing else to aspire to or want. We've seen all that we need to see here, people. She's done. And because this happens too, sometimes she hasn't seen anything. You haven't even slept with her. You just went on a couple of dates, and she disappeared. You know what that means? Hey, it wasn't for you. But you know what's going to happen? They always come back. So don't feel inclined to be like, hey, I haven't heard from you in like 2 weeks, or like, why did you waste my time? We were literally talking for like a month. Like, why? No, let people do whatever they want to do. If she tries to come back into your life, because they always do, the ball's in your court now. So you can play things how you want to play it and let them know that it wasn't cool what you did. And at the end of the day, this is just how dating is in 2024. You have to play by these rules. Of course, I want to add there are always exceptions to these rules, but they are significantly disproportionate to the masses. And for those of you who get up in arms about, oh, we have to do so much to accommodate girls, I beg to differ here. If you think about it, when the game is played correctly, you're not accommodating girls. They're actually accommodating you. So you don't have to keep putting yourself out there. Because you're either doing one or two things. You're either getting played or not. There's no in between here. You are or you aren't. You know? So if you're the type of person that thinks, oh, I'm gonna go the extra mile and cook a really nice homemade dinner even though we met last month and went on 2 dates, let me tell you something. That girl is going to enjoy that meal. Enjoy you if it gets to that point and still leave. Because it could translate to the girl as, yeah, he's kind of desperate. We're 2, 3 dates in, and he's already cooking me a home-cooked meal. And you could be thinking, I just want to show her that I'm the husband type, and she didn't do anything to deserve being treated like a wife. So why are you showing her that you're a husband who gave her this title? You've got those guys who overshare because they're against playing games, but usually they're the ones getting played. So let the girl miss you. Yes, it's true. Absence does make the heart grow fonder. Never overshare. Keep her on her toes. Never compare yourself to other men. You are in your own lane. You are the prize. If she doesn't like the rules or won't do what it takes to get you, life goes on. There are way too many options in the world to be stuck on one. So I think it's time that we adapt that prize mindset. Make her put you on a pedestal. If you haven't seen my video on 5 easy tricks to make her put you on a pedestal, you might want to click that. It will definitely be somewhere on the screen. And goodbye. And I'll see you guys in my next video.